I faked sleeping all night to see if my wife was lying. That is quite the commitment, quite the shift to fake sleep. I can't imagine staying up all night, but also pretending to sleep. I would just fall asleep. This story came March 31st, 2021. For the past couple of months, my wife has been complaining about our cats. She's been claiming that the cats wake her up constantly and that she's frustrated every night that she has to get up and open the door for the cats, or the cats keep making noises, or the cats keep jumping on her. It got to the point where she started saying she wants me to get rid of them. I told her I've never seen or heard any of this, but she claims I sleep through it all. She kept telling me that she was getting less and less sleep and kept acting aggressive, blaming lack of sleep from the cats, and that if I didn't get rid of them, she would leave me. I legitimately started considering giving the cats to my sister until I noticed something. One morning, she claimed she had gotten up multiple times throughout the night to help the cats. She listed a bunch of times. I thought it was weird because I had been up until 4 a.m. and she claimed that she quote, got up at 1 a.m. to open the door for them, and a few times around 3 a.m. because they were meowing and jumping on her. I was in the bedroom the entire time while she slept, and I know that none of that happened. Things weren't adding up, so I decided to run a test. I waited until she was going to bed, then I let the cats out of our bedroom. I lowered my phone brightness, and I faked going to sleep. I just laid there in bed for the entire night, bored, but I definitely did not fall asleep. I made sure to make timestamps every 30 minutes on my phone through Discord just to be sure. I marked down every noise my cats made. One cat had jumped down from something and made a little sound around 3:18 a.m., and one ate food relatively quietly by the bedroom door at 4:57 a.m. Other than that, nothing happened. Can I just say, that would be the most boring night of my entire life. Faking asleep, staying awake, and just monitoring and tracking your cat's movement. But what we will do for the truth, you know what I mean? I've done some pretty crazy things to find out the truth. Sure enough, my wife slept from 11 p.m. until 9 a.m. And that morning she claimed she had woken up at least 7 times to open doors and from cat noises and cats jumping on her. At this point, I was pissed because she was clearly lying to me. I was exhausted and fed up with the lies, so I just bluntly called her out on it. I told her, that's funny. I stayed up all night to monitor the cats and they weren't even in the room at all last night. I have timestamps and everything. So you've been lying to me and trying to convince me to get rid of the cats. Why? She just sat there quietly shaking and looking pissed, then got up and left without answering. She came back hours later and ignored me whenever I talked, and when I asked her how I'm the bad guy in the situation, she finally said that I was treating her like a child, lying about sleeping and staying up all night just to see if she was lying or not, and that making timestamps and everything, as if I was an investigator, was going too far and makes me an obsessive a-hole. I did it because she was threatening to make me get rid of my cats or she would leave me, and her claims didn't add up. So, am I an obsessive a-hole? This is a pretty genius tactic though, to find out the truth. Like, that is one way to do it. How else are you gonna find out besides putting like a camera in the room? Proof is in the pudding. I'll stay awake and watch it all night. Now, we have some comments that were made on this post from the OOP with more information. So let's read them off. 1. She had cats of her own for years. She had known me and my cats for 4 years before we got married, and now she's been around them for 10 years. Never had any problems with them, even made good comments about how they have livened up the place. Number 2, we are just under 30, her a little younger than I. Neither of us do recreational substances, though she is on antidepressants. I was going to say, could she be like imagining it? Maybe some form of like sleepwalking, maybe some kind of, not a hallucination, but you know what I mean. Is she like imagining those things are actually happening? Number 3, I never said I always kept them out of the room at night. The cats like to go in and out of every room in the apartment whenever they just feel like it. Midday, we keep the doors open and they roam free. At night, we leave them where they usually are, and if they start trying to open the door, we let them in. Number 4, it just so happens that night I ran the test, I let them both out of the bedroom specifically so I could see how often they made loud noises and then begged to enter or exit the room. They never tried to get in. Number 5, maybe they normally make more noise. It's possible. That's not the issue though. She lied about them making noise / being annoying that night. That was a big event. Number 6, also to clarify on the communication argument, I did try to talk to her when she claimed that she got up to deal with the cats at 1 o'clock and 3. Her response was, there's nothing to talk about, saying that I was wrong and that she definitely got up at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Communication happened. Number 7, I honestly don't remember what number I'm at. Also, I'm not denying that I did anything wrong. You can say what I did wasn't the nicest step to take. It's just that this commenter's go back to high school comment was very childish and unnecessary. Interesting. So some people must be hating on his tactic and his plan to stay up at night and monitor the situation. We need more info. I'm trying to see both sides. I understand, but I need to know what's going on. Why does she want to get rid of the cats? And why is she lying about it if it's not actually happening? There's got to be something more here. Luckily, we got some updates. The first one was actually in the comment section on this post. So we're going to read it. And by we, I mean me, because I'm doing all the work over here. It's not really work when you love it though, as they say. Well, she's gone for now. By that, I mean I kicked her out of the house. Why? Because she's been in the bedroom for hours now, watching YouTube, refusing to talk to me about what happened. A few minutes ago, one of the cats started meowing and scratching to get into the room. Within seconds of him doing that, she ran over the door and kicked it, as in the cat, really hard and screamed, "This is all your fault, F off." It scared the crap out of the cat and he hid under the couch. I opened the door and I asked her what the deal was, that it could have hurt the cat, and she said, "Good, F the cat." What does she have against the cats? So I told her to get out of the house and go find somewhere to stay for a while. She tried to cry her way out of the situation, but I told her I have had enough. I am done. She had every opportunity to talk to me, and now she's screaming at the cat and kicking doors and scaring them. I tried to listen and I offered help, but she wanted none of it. Too late. As she was leaving, I told her that she can call me when she is calmed down and willing to talk. I am just so drained at this point. I tried. I gave her a chance to talk before all of this, and she insisted there was nothing to talk about. I may not have handled it the most mature / healthy way, sure, but I tried. Maybe this can be fixed, maybe not. I had hope a few hours ago, now I just, whatever. Well then. The next update came 2 days later. My wife has been Baker acted. I don't know what this means. Is this a nickname for something? Baker acted. Maybe I should look. All right, let's find out together. A Baker act, someone means to have them taken for involuntary assessment for mental health treatment under Florida's Baker Act. Good to know. I thought it was just like a reference to a movie title. No. All right, good to know. She did not hurt herself, just said something concerning in public. I got a call from the hospital this morning asking me to head over for some family therapy. Apparently, she finally wanted to talk. I'll be honest, I'm pretty pissed at the reason why she's being so hateful towards my cats. It's absolutely asinine. It's nothing that anyone had suggested. She's not cheating. She's not sick physically or mentally. She's not bored of the relationship and looking for an out. According to her, one of the cats stepped on her laptop and ruined a story that she was writing. She hated both cats ever since. I mean, that sucks, but it's not worth trying to emotionally blackmail me into getting rid of them. I asked her why she didn't just tell me the truth and why she had been lying and refused to talk about it when I had asked. Her answer was, because you wouldn't have gotten rid of them otherwise, and then explained that when she saw I wasn't willing to abandon them for her, she took offense and made it a goal to have me pick her over them. Sickening. Don't know why she actually admitted to it all. The woman with us asked me how I felt about it, and I just told the truth. I told her it was a nice run, but I'm probably going to want a divorce. I was asked why, and I told them. I've seen a new hateful, malicious side of her that I want nothing to do with. She was so set on getting rid of the cats over a fan fiction being ruined that she manipulated her husband. My wife started shouting at me that I betrayed her and that I'm scum for choosing animals over her. At least cats don't give ultimatums like she does. It sucks that she's been Baker acted and all, I guess, but it's for the best right now. She'll have time to process it all in a safe environment and hopefully come to terms with it. Bad husband, I know. I'm almost sure I'm going to get a divorce. I'm very worried about having her in the same house as my cats. I want my cats safe. I don't want to worry about them getting harmed or disappearing. Screw that. I guess I'll do what almost all of you suggested, which was keep the cats, rehome the wife. Damn! Not how I wanted it to end, but life isn't always nice. If I may, I want to clear up some things from the original post. I did not stare at her all night. What? People read that story and was like, what, did you just stare at her for 12 hours? My mind was he was on his phone. He said he dimmed the brightness. He was probably like scrolling, watching stuff, put some headphones in. Just all night. We have a mute TV with subtitles playing every night. I subtly watch TV while paying attention to the cat sounds. I'm not allowed to install cat doors, and she won't let me keep the doors open. Apartment rules. Why did I instantly assume she was lying? I'm unfamiliar with mental health and diseases. I know about some diseases, but ones that make you think your dreams happened? Tumors that make you see, hear, remember non-existent things? Sorry that I wasn't aware of those possibilities. So when someone tells me events happened when they literally didn't, I generally assume they're lying. Shame on me. I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not, but how will I know? The story doesn't end there though. We have an update 12 days later. We're now at April 14th. It's over. Oh, well, here we go. It's over. A divorce is inevitable. She went full psycho. I thought her being Baker acted would help. I'm sorry if this is all so confusing. Right after the last update, I left her a message saying that I'll be here to support her if she wants me to, and that if she wants her items, she'll have to meet me at the apartment. I figured she would read it when she got released. After she was released from the hospital, she texted me saying, I'm getting my shite, her stuff. I told her that the old key won't work anymore and that I got off work in an hour and could let her in to grab her things. She replied, I don't think so. Oh my gosh, she broke in, didn't she? She full on broke into that house. I rushed home from work to find my bedroom window smashed. I live on the second floor with no balcony. She had broken the window and somehow climbed the outer wall to enter the window. Like a friggin' spider monkey. She took her laptop, headphones, and on her way out, she had destroyed the cat litter box and the cat tree and bed. I also couldn't find any of their toys anywhere. Thank you to those who advised me to have my sister watch my cats for a while. The cats are safe with her, and she doesn't know where my sister lives. I called her and she instantly declined the call and texted me, what? I told her to pay to replace what the damage she did and stole, and she tried to be clever by responding with, no amount of money can fix what damage you caused. I didn't take anything either. You owe me a new laptop. I never even mentioned that her laptop was gone, so it's obvious that she was lying yet again. Thankfully, we have a tile account that lets us track items, and we both have tiles in our cars. I found her car in a Walmart parking lot, and through the window, I could see all of the stolen items, along with her laptop and headphones. I just straight up called the police at that point. Long story short, we're going to be spending a lot of time in court. Mental illness or not, I have no sympathy for her anymore. She broke into my apartment, she stole stuff, lied about it, and then tried to get me to pay for her stuff. That's ignoring the fact that she destroyed the litter box and cat tree. I'm 100% certain that if the cats were home at the time, she would have hurt or kidnapped them. I do know that divorce is guaranteed. I'd also like a restraining order and money back for what she damaged, but that might be too much. I am just so done. I feel defeated. I didn't even want to update. I didn't want to deal with more messages about how she or my cats deserve death or this didn't happen. I haven't had the will to do much of anything. I've even called out of work multiple days in a row. I just lay around the house thinking of what I could have done differently. Was there a better ending for everyone? Anyway, I hope this is the last update. I really do. Well, hope did not work because we have more updates. So sorry, sir. Let's hop on hydration station though. In the meantime, this really matches my sweater. I got a bunch of colors. I'm just very colorful today. I'm in a mood. It's a good one. Cheers. Make sure you drink your water. I saw the funniest comment the other day. Actually, I think it was today. And they were like, drink your water. Ma'am, I am sitting on the toilet right now. You guys just get me. We're really close these days. Hydrating my throat with ginger tea, of course. And look how colorful I am today. This was not planned, but apparently I'm still in spring and summer mode.
Okay, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
You won't be in it. Don't do it, just your hair. Hello.
Hello.
Your hair. It's a nice head of hair.
Thanks so much.
Oh.
Person that everyone wants to say hi to is you. Say hello.
Oh, the most unimpressed.
Okay.
So on the last post, this was the top pinned comment from the OP. I have officially moved as of a few days ago. I'm currently paying for rent at 2 places because the place I lived at, I had signed a contract that if you were to leave before the lease ended, that I would need to continue to pay rent until the assigned date. It's expensive, but I'm safe. I already handed the keys over to the complex and they confirmed with me that as of a few days ago, I'm no longer responsible for the state of the apartment. So lucky if she damages anything or breaks in from this point forward, I will not be held accountable financially. The next update came 1.5 months later. We're at May 17th, and don't forget, we're still in 2021. It's been a while. I'm doing better for anyone curious. My cats and I have moved into a new place, and only my side of the family knows where I live. I've documented everything, and I finally feel safe. She contacted my family by showing up at their home and threatened to sue me and fight a legal battle for ownership of my cats unless they told her where I moved to. What? Yes, she threatened to fight for custody of my cats that she abused. I have no idea why. My family didn't fold because she basically threatened them with an easy win for me. Quite a few people that once sided with her are now apologizing to me after seeing how she's been acting. I had to quit my job because she kept causing trouble for the company and gave me the option to either quit on my own terms or be fired. I have a new, better job that nobody else knows about and a lot of friends and family to support me. I'm still a bit frustrated by all of this and I get nervous when I get anonymous calls, but honestly, I still need time before I consider anything of the sort. I don't want to drag someone else into a stalking drama. Doesn't end there. We have the final update, and this one came 2.5 months later, July 25th. I didn't plan on ever updating again, nor even looking at this account again. That being said, a bunch of people on YouTube and TikTok and Twitter seemingly read my post to their audiences recently. Also a few years later. So out of nowhere, my emails were flooded with notifications from this account. Not really what I wanted to deal with, being reminded of the messy events I went through, but it is what it is. Sorry if I sound frustrated, as the memories being forcefully brought back are not exactly happy ones. It's not as if I enjoyed divorcing my supposed life partner after being manipulated and blackmailed by them. It was a miserable time of my life, but I did what I needed for the safety of my cats. My update is neither happy nor sad. Honestly, honestly, nobody really won here. My cats were hurt and frightened by all of this, being kicked at and moved from place to place, and losing someone that they, for a long while, considered their mother or friend. They haven't been as playful as they used to be, and the youngest one has been urinating around the house. The vet said it's a behavioral thing. She knows what happened and believes that to be why he is doing it. My ex-wife has been homeless/couch surfing wherever she can. All I know is from a mutual friend. She got into substance use from someone who let her stay at their place, and I don't even need to explain how that negatively impacted her, considering that she clearly had issues. I don't know much of anything else other than she never got mental help because she refused it when offered. She also apparently uses an altered telling of the events that happened as a way of gaining sympathy from people. I myself have a decent-ish newer job after I had quit my old one because of her. I lost all of the amazing benefits and really great pay. Luckily, I have a new girlfriend. Oh, interesting. Is she a cat person? We've been debating on dating for a while, and a few weeks back, we decided to try it. We're having fun for the most part, but I still have bouts of anxiety and trust issues after everything that happened. When she first told me she saw my cat urinating on the carpet, I almost had a panic attack and I started questioning her. After I calmed down, I felt terrible. I've been going to therapy and I've recently started meds for a bunch of mental issues, likely caused by all of this. So hopefully I'll be back to normal at some point soon. As you can see, nobody won. Everyone is struggling in some way. It sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. I really don't want to focus on this much further. I'm going to keep notifications on for like maybe a day, then I'm turning them off and probably never coming back on here again. I'm sorry if this update isn't what you hoped for, but it is what it is. I need to know, just for fun, okay? Are you a cat or a dog person? And that doesn't mean I'm a dog person, but it doesn't mean I hate cats. Cats are lovely. I just prefer dogs. Let me know if you're a cat and dog person and also what you think about the story. I'll see you in the comment section. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. Bye.